Hi there friends, it's Cassie. Welcome back for another Trinity Stamps video. Today we're going to be taking a sneak peek at the Peep Show stamp set, which is right here, and I'm kind of in love with this set. The sentiments alone are enough to make you giggle, I'm telling you. And who doesn't love at least the look of Peeps? And then we also have our Ribbon Twirl Egg Stencil, and this is fabulous the way that comes together. So let's go ahead and get started with our stencil. I have my tonic platform. I'm going to put this down, and I'm just going to use those magnets to hold that Ribbon Twirl Egg Stencil in place, trying to make sure that I lined it up kind of centered. And then I'm going to just use a little bit of mint tape on both sides that are more exposed because I don't trust myself enough to not go beyond the lines. And then I'm going to use my blending buddy, and I'm going to go very, very lightly with this color because I'm only going to use this color for the egg, both portions of our stencil. So this is super light-handed, and that is some Remember Me ink. And then I'm going to peel away the masks. And then in true Trinity Stamps fashion, this stencil will line up beautifully on top of the portion that you just stenciled because there are embossed lines. So it's super easy to use these, and the look is phenomenal. So now we're going darker. I'm going to take that same blending buddy and that same color ink, and we're just going to keep blending that on that cardstock. Now that cardstock measures 4 inches by 5.5 inches, and it has a little bit of sparkle to it. You can't see it, which is kind of a shame. You can't see it in real life on camera. Or, I mean, you can see it in real life, but you can't see it on camera. I'm going to try to show it to you. But yeah, you're not going to really be able to tell. But check that out. Isn't that super cool how you get the 3D look there? I love that. I did go ahead and die cut out 6 bunnies using our Peep Show die set that you can get separately from the Peep Show stamp. And I put these 2 bunnies back in place, and I'm just going to use that same Remember Me ink, blend that over the top for our first 2 little peeps. We'll bring in another blending buddy, and this time we're going to do yellow. So I'll move my mint tape back down. We'll put these right back inside. It just makes it real simple to hold them in place. And like I said, we'll use yellow. Now that die will cut out the little eyes, and you could save those little pieces. If I wasn't making 6 of these, I probably would have saved them, but I have another little trick to share with you on how you can make sure that you have those eyes on the background. Maybe not those particular ones, but same sort of thing. So next we're moving on to some shooting star ink, and so we've got our little yellow peeps. Then we'll move that down, clean up our mess, and we're going to do a pink peep, and that pink is going to be some prom queen. So one more blending buddy. And I do have a blending buddy for each of my color families. It just, I find it super easy to do it that way. It's just easier, and I create enough that I don't want to clean these all the time if I don't have to. All right, so now we've got that kind of a really pretty rainbow there we got going on. So we'll clean up our mess, and then let me show you that little trick. We're just going to use some black cardstock. I'm going to trim this down. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to cover behind those eyes. That's all we're going to do. And we'll use our Crafty Gluefriend to hold that in place. So I'll put a little bit above the eyes, a little bit below the nose, and just stick that right on top of that piece of black cardstock. And because that will be facing the card itself, you won't be able to see it. So our card base is some craft cardstock that measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I scored it at 4.25. So this is your traditional A2 sized card. And then I've got some sentiment cardstock that I've pulled out, and 3 of the sentiments. I did use an anti-static powder tool on that, and then I did stamp those down using some juicy embossing ink, and then I'm going to heat set that until that's smooth and melted. Once that is all smooth and melted, which, oh, these sentiments are so cute. They're so cute. I'm going to grab the matching dies because, yes, there are matching dies for these sentiments. I love that Trinity Stamps does that. We'll run that through our die cutting machine, and then we have our 3 little sentiments. I'm going to bring in some foam adhesive strips from Trinity Stamps. These are new, and if you don't have them, go get them because they're fabulous. They work perfectly behind so many of the sentiments, as well as just being nice and thin, so they're great for a lot of your thinner pieces. I'm going to glue these 2 peeps together because I do want to pop these up using some foam squares. So that'll just make it that much easier to do. And then I'll bring in those foam squares, and I'll put those behind both the yellow and blue, and also that little pink one that you see on the side there. Once we have that done, we'll peel off all of our release paper. So check that out. Happy Easter from your peeps. And then the inside one is just, ooh, that one makes me so happy. That one basically says squishy sweet hugs, because there's 3 E's in there. I love it. It's just like, because peeps are super, super sweet. If you have not eaten a peep before, they're very sweet. They're marshmallow basically, and then they're covered in sugar. And I found that most people either love them or hate them. My mom loves them. I'll just say that, but she likes them aged. All right, so on the inside, we put our sentiment, and then we're going to kind of stack our little peeps on top of each other going down that right-hand side. I love this color combo. So springy and such, like, as far as the traditional peeps go, I love it. So happy. We'll put our panel down on top of our base, and then I am going to bring in some of these transparent sparkle enamel dots by Trinity Stamps. And there's various sizes on there. There's about 4 different sizes. So we're just going to kind of stagger those on there, put those in that upper left-hand and lower right-hand corner. And then once I get done putting those on there with my pickup stick, that's going to finish off my card for today. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek of our little Peep Show and our Ribbon Twirl Stencil. If you liked it, hit the like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And be sure to check out all that Trinity Stamps has going on over on their blog, Facebook page, and Instagram for more crafty inspiration. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.